Hello, everybody. This is Rita Root of Creative Atmosphere. I'm going to do an early morning practice session on the Loomis method of drawing the human head. I'm going to start out by drawing this circle shape right here. I hope you can see that. And I've got my going live from my cell phone, so I'm hoping I got everything in view. I've got this neck strap with the phone around my neck, so I really can't see comments if I have one, unless I look over at, pull the screen down and look at it here. But I hope everyone's doing well. This circle right here represents the side of the face. This line here is a directional line for the features. I want his head looking downward, like a little tilted downward. So I'm going to shave a little bit off on that side. Now what I'm drawing with is a lumber crayon, and I like the effects of the lumber crayon because it seems like, to me, it just feels like a mixture of charcoal and graphite together. And it's not too hard to erase. And that makes it really convenient. I can use a lot of pressure with it and get some dark markings with it, or I can go lightly. And that is what kind of makes me think of it in the mind of uh, charcoal, a charcoal drawing. I'm sorry. These light strokes make me think about graphite. So I'm just shaping everything out here. Okay. So that's the gist of the head pose there. Let me put the shoulders in here, which is about right there. And neckline right there. There's the shoulder about right there. And let me get the directional lines in for his eyes. They're looking downward. And his nose about right here. His mouth right in there. His ear shape right about there. So I've got everything pretty much lined up where I want it. Actually want to bring this down just a tad bit more, his eyes here. And that's the great thing about this lumber crayon. You can erase things pretty easy with it. Looking for my kneaded eraser here. I just dropped it. Okay, got it. Make sure my camera is focused on the drawing here, and erase some of my guidelines. I don't have long on this live. I just wanted to do something really quick and post, because I haven't posted in a little bit as far as a extended time video. I've been posting shorts. So if you've missed the shorts, go check out some shorts on the channel. And I also want to say thank you to all recent subscribers to the channel. It's much appreciated. All right, let me get my charcoal lumber crayon. And I'm going to put in this eye shape here. And then his nose here. Uh-oh, gotta make sure the camera is focused. And his nose is coming out this way. He's got the ball of his nose right here. And then I'm going to put the eyebrow in here over on this side. This isn't really an angry look. It's almost like a what you say kind of look, checking a person out from where they're coming from or something like that. What do you mean by that type of expression? Kind of like to draw things with a little bit of expression instead of like a just straight on pose and a blank facial expression. I've been experimenting with that lately. Yeah, this is the eye here. I'm kind of, yeah, right about there. Let me get the bridges of the planes of the nose in and the bottom part of the eye, right about here. And the great thing about this lumber crayon is if you want to go in and make corrections with it, it's not very hard to correct by erasing the marks that you put down. They're not so permanent. That's what I enjoy about this lumber crayon here. So let me put the mouth in here. That's the upper lip. Put a little weight right here, and it thins out some here in the corners. And then the bottom lip is much heavier. Stop the bottom lip about right here. And put the mustache on him. He's got a mustache. I'm just roughly shaping everything or drawing everything in right now. Not so much with neatness or anything. The mustache goes right about there. And then there's a shadow underneath his bottom lip there. The light source is coming from this direction here. And then there's his chin there. I'm going to put the goatee on his chin. And let's give him an earring in his ear. This little circle here is a diamond earring. And let's put a little bit of definition in the ear here. And that neck. It's probably a little too far in. I can erase that there, that mark I didn't want. And then this is a shoulder right there. And let's make the collar of his shirt here. I'm going to get that eraser and erase part of this line here. put a little bit more shadow in this area here and underneath his eye. And with this Loomis lumber crayon here, it's easy also to smooth out with a Q-tip. So if I want to put some shadowing on the drawing, I could do that as well with this. It's very soft, a soft lead. And with pressure, when you press down on it, you can get some darker values. I think I paid 99 cents for it, and I think it's going to last for a while. I got it from the hardware store. So it's nice experimental tools to use. Something different you can experiment with. Let's put some shadowing in the ear here. And a little bit underneath the neck here. Not much. And I'm going to get my electric eraser, clear out some parts that I didn't want the shadowing in and unnecessary line marks. I'm going to put a little bit more shadow on this side of his face, right up under his eyelid there. And then here's the bridge of his eyebrow there, which goes in some. And then the roundness of his head, I'll shape that out up here. Stop his forehead about right there, maybe. I don't want to make it too big. And that's the great thing about the Loomis method. If I've made the circle too big, I can always go back in and reshape things. Let's put a little frown mark up here and one on this side. And right at his eyebrow there. Here's the crease of his mouth. I'm going to put a defining line right there. And let's see here. Let's put some hair on his head. I don't want to make him bald. Let's see, his hairline go about right here. Start it right there. Give him that C cup almost, I guess. That's what they call it, a C cup on the side. And let's put something that looks like braids on his head. I'm just making some rough mark sketches for it. You kind of get the gist of what it is. Cornrows. I'm rushing right now because I've got to be out the door in a couple of minutes to go to work, but I just wanted to get something in before I went to work today. You can get as detailed with it as you like. But like I say, I'm rushing right now. And let me turn where I can see, make sure this is focused on what I'm doing. And what I'm going to do from here is get the Q-tip and rub in that hairline right there. And just darken in these lines, which represent the cornrows. Smudge everything in. Get my eraser. Take this line out. Just clean it up a little bit. Lighten this area up. I want to give some light here and on the ball of his nose, and I'll lighten that up as well. Okay. So now with this, I'm going to fade this area out. I'm not going to have so much value right here. And then I'm going to put a little bit more pencil strokes in this area here to give it the illusion of, let's see, let's color it in right there. I think you kind of get the gist that those are cornrows without so much definition right now. And I'm going to put more shading there. Get the Q-tip and rub this area in here. Put more coloring right here, more value. Then I'm going to go in with this here and lift some of this color out of the areas I don't want value. Make a line right here in his hair so it'll look like a part. Not a part, but where his braids start. One here. And put a little bit more value in this area here. Okay, let's get a little bit more color in his eye here. Let's see where we're going here. A little bit more on the nostril. Define that more. And underneath his nose. I'm going to get a charcoal pencil and darken this up a bit. Let me make sure this is on the picture here. I'm rushing now because time is drawing near. It starts out rough, but you can always go back in and give it a little bit more detail after you've blocked all your shapes in, so on and so forth. Put a little bit of a line right there. I'm going to smooth that out with the Q-tip. I don't like that hard line right there. Smooth it and then go in with the eraser and remove some of the value there. On the ball of his nose. Hey Jermaine, how you doing? Doing great. Just decided to get an early morning drawing session in. It's going to have to end real quick here. I got to get out the door and go to work. But thought I'd just have some fun this morning with a quick drawing session before I start the workday. Let me put a little bit more color underneath. Let's see here. Lift some color around his mouth right here. My electric eraser is better. As far as lifting the color or value. I'm going to take it off around here as well. I mean, this does the job, but it just takes a little bit more effort to erase some of the marks from the lumber crayon. I think that's what it is. I do like that lumber crayon, but I like it. I won't say any buts about it. It's a cool tool to use. Oh, let me get this here, his goatee. A little bit more value there. I know this is a weird angle, but I've got the camera strapped to my neck and I just have to make sure everything is in view. And I think I'm going to have to leave it at this for right now, for this practice session, and get out of here and go to work. A little more value on the bottom lip. I'm just going to take that Q-tip and put some value right on his bottom lip. And some right up under here. And get the eraser and lift this corner of his eye. I got too much value right there in the corner of his eye. Just lift it a little bit. And leave it at that. This is the Loomis method for drawing ahead. I'm practicing figures and different methods for getting my practice sessions. Well, I'm just trying to get more accurate at drawing the human figure. And this is an attempt. And I hope you guys can learn something along with me. Hopefully it's something that was said that will inspire you to learn the Loomis method and learn to draw figures as well. I could take this out, really. I don't need this. That was a guideline that I could actually rub out here. Erase out. And put a little bit of shadow right here on his forehead, not much. But okay, this is it for right now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate you. Got to get out of here and get to work. Until next time, this is Rita Root of Creative Atmosphere. Bye for now. How do I stop this thing? Okay, bye for now.